fucking rage.
Hello everyone and happy Saturday or happy Star Wars Battlefront 2 weekend. If you've been following the news, it's been a bit of a messy launch, so to speak, for Electronic Arts and DICE and EA Motive and all the developers working on that game. If you haven't been following the news, there's a bit of a microtransaction loot box controversy, and you can read all about that and what's been changing and what EA and I guess Disney as well have done in response to that, just in time for the launch yesterday. So I wanted to make this video yesterday and set up what I'm going to do yesterday, but I was actually doing something else Star Wars related yesterday. I was invited by Disney Parks to go to Walt Disney World for a day and check out the new Star Tours attraction. So in preparation and to celebrate and to promote the launch of Star Wars The Last Jedi in theaters late December, they've added a new segment to the Star Tours ride. So now when you go, you can experience, or at least what we saw, a set of videos in the Star Tours attraction, all based on the new trilogy stuff. So there was the Jakku thing with Finn, John Boyega's character, which shows up in that whole sequence. At the intro, it's all new stuff. It's the new Millennium Falcon. You see the ghosts from Star Wars Rebels. You see Rey getting on the Falcon, BB-8, and it's the new First Order Stormtroopers. It's no more Darth Vader or prequel era stuff. And then when you launch into the hangar bay into space, the opening battle is all the new First Order Star Destroyers and some other recognizable newer ships. And then we did the Jakku thing, and then we got to go to the brand new segment, which launched yesterday, November 17th, 2017, both in Disneyland and Disney World. It's the new planet Crate, which is featured in Rian Johnson's Star Wars The Last Jedi. And here, you get to basically fly over the landscape and see, it's sort of like, it looks snowy, but I don't think it is. It's sort of like a white desert with rocky valleys, and you get to see those ice-looking foxes from the Star Wars The Last Jedi trailer. And then you go into a cave and see all these crystalline structures which fall apart as TIE fighters are in pursuit and blasting them away. And then you blast through a pile of crystals and into an open valley, and you see the incoming army of the new walkers that the First Order has. And of course, this will immediately be familiar for fans of The Empire Strikes Back, because it looks like the same thing. It looks like a white open plain with walkers coming in, and the rebels launch their speeders, and the same sort of thing. The Resistance launches their speeders. Poe Dameron is the leader of that squadron, and you get to see Oscar Isaac show up and talk to you. And then you get to fly through the new walkers. And it's not just 5 like there was in Empire Strikes Back. There's like over a dozen, maybe 24 of these things. And also, when we flew through the legs and came back and shot one of them, we saw the old school AT-AT walkers walking with them. So you can actually do a size comparison. And the AT-ATs are tiny in comparison to these massive new robots, which have these curled, almost ape-like hands in the front, which matches the early leaked descriptions. Hey, what's going on, Moon? I'm setting up a giveaway and some information right now. I'm talking about what we saw in Disney World yesterday, looking at the new Star Tours attraction. So that's the planet Crate, and we actually blasted one of the new walkers, because the new walkers have these, like, I'm not sure if it's a catapult system, but they seem to have these explosive things in the back, whether their bombs are going to drop off or launch forward into the base. But we were able to, the Star Tours speeder ship was able to shoot one of those barrels, and it blew up the whole walker. So just like the AT-ATs in Empire Strikes Back, these new walkers may have a very obvious dumb weakness that will be exploited in the film. But also, amongst the army of walkers that are approaching this Resistance base, there's a giant, like, very lengthy transport in the middle, which must house an army and smaller vehicles and such. So that could be some revealing information for that battle in Star Wars The Last Jedi. And then when we get up and we flew away, we ended up going somewhere safe, and that was the new planet they announced yesterday, called Batuu. And Batuu is the planet where Star Wars Land, the new attractions, the new parks they're building both in Disneyland on the West Coast and at Walt Disney World in Orlando. The new Star Wars Land, that's an in-canon thing that's based on this planet Batuu, and that name was revealed yesterday. And if you're interested in learning more about that planet, they will reveal more in about a couple of weeks. They will do a Star Wars Galactic Nights event. I think both parks, and in Disney World they'll have some of the people that work on that attraction in the films, and they're going to explain what the relevance of that planet to the Star Wars universe and of course to the theme park plans. But it was pretty neat being able to land inside the park they're actually building, and there's a couple of BB-8 style units and other things we're walking around. So that was really well done. And then after that, we did basically a guided tour, which you can pay for if you go to Walt Disney World. And it was a couple hours long. We watched the Path of the Jedi film, the behind-the-scenes stuff, and we got to do little meet and greets with Chewbacca, with Kylo Ren, and BB-8, and then we had like a themed lunch and stuff like that. So it was actually a really neat day. And they will do something. They're going to do some crazy stuff for Galactic Nights if you're able to get in. I think it starts. I think it's December 16th or 17th, and then they're going to do a premiere in Disney Springs for Star Wars 8 on the 14th. So I'm really hoping I can go to that too. That way I don't have to go to the West Coast to the premiere to see the film. Yeah, well, so Moon's already getting ahead. So let's just jump right into this. So the theme of this video is to celebrate both the release of the upcoming premiere of Star Wars The Last Jedi, what's going on in Disney parks that I was able to attend, and also Star Wars Battlefront 2 comes out and not long after the Xbox One X came out. So if you haven't read my review or seen my unboxing, you can check it out here on Twitch or youtube.com/failcube, or you can go to screamrant.com and read my in-depth review of the Xbox One X and what it can do. But if you want to see what comes in the package, you can just go to the YouTube channel. So this was provided to me from Xbox Canada, who hosted an event. And I talked all about that in our unboxing videos. But they let me have this to review, and along with it, some game codes for a bunch of the games that are going to be enhanced by the Xbox One X's abilities to handle HDR and 4K. But we have something else special going on. So let's do this. Let's do full cam action here. Okay, the big camera. Hopefully the frame rate's good for you, viewers. Moon, what's going on? You saw... No, I wish. We didn't see we didn't see any footage for Star Wars 8. So here's the funny thing about Star Wars 8. We're going to be doing the junket, so look forward for that. We're doing it at the beginning of December. So I would say from between December like 7th and the 15th, we're going to have TV interviews up. High quality video interviews up with... Whoa, what's this? I don't have the notification popping up. I think someone... followed. I can't see it. Whoever followed, thank you. Welcome. We are going to be doing video interviews with the entire cast of Star Wars The Last Jedi. I confirmed that over the weekend. And we might be going to the Star Wars 8 world premiere. My guy who's doing the interviews in LA is going to be going. I'm able to go and bring a +1, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to just because of the timing. It also falls on one of my best friend's birthdays, so we'll see. And the thing with the junket, though, is if you haven't heard from the previous 2 years with both Star Wars The Force Awakens and Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, a junket I did last year, they would not screen the film for us. With The Force Awakens, they showed nothing. We had to go in and interview the cast cold. And one of my friends, Don Kay, did those interviews for us for The Force Awakens, and he got to interview like Harrison Ford and Daisy Ridley and John Boyega, and they couldn't say anything. It was so weird because like the movie was coming 2 weeks later. We're interviewing them for that film, and they literally couldn't talk about the film, and we couldn't even see it, so we had nothing to go off of. So they are very protective of the story and the spoilers. I hope that means there are lots of surprises and twists. I don't blame them for holding back and keeping the story fun for the viewing experience. However, I almost wish they would just do interviews afterwards so we can openly talk about it. But anyways, I'm not going to complain about that. Last year, I did Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, and they were a little bit more open about this because it's the first of a new thing, right? The first of the anthology standalone Star Wars story. So I did that one, and for that one, they did something bigger. Instead of just doing a standard junket in like a hotel in LA, they held it at in San Francisco. They held a screening on Skywalker Ranch. So I got to visit that. I had to do it because I had to go. Man, as a child, I always wanted to visit Skywalker Ranch, so I got to do that. Then they held the junket and did a bunch of stuff at Lucasfilm, and I'd been there before for some visual effects stuff for Ant-Man in the year prior, and I think I've been there 3 times now for various films. And they have like a screening room as well. So I did the video interviews there with the whole cast of Rogue One, Ben Mendelsohn, Mads Mikkelsen, like everybody. It was awesome. You can watch those on my YouTube channel. You can see them on ScreenRant.com, or I think I uploaded them to my YouTube.com/FailCube as well. So, hey, what's going on, John? Is the music still playing? No, you just heard the fallen music. Anyway, so that's Star Wars movie stuff. For Star Wars The Last Jedi, we won't get to see the film, which is making me think maybe I should go to the world premiere just so I can see it early and be able to prepare content. But it's only 5 or 6 days later they're going to be screening it at Walt Disney World. So I may do that because it's a shorter flight and it's Disney World, right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We talked about the Xbox One X. To celebrate the release of Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Star Wars coming out and all this crazy Star Wars-ness happening on TV, the parks, films, and the Xbox One coming out, I have a prize package to give away. So I'm not supposed to show you this box because it was supposed to come in this pretty like cellophane nice package, but because of shipping delays, they had to throw it in here and send it to me. So I'm not supposed to show you this cardboard box, so pretend there is no cardboard box here. I am not unboxing a cardboard box, but I am. So in here is a bunch of cool Xbox and Star Wars stuff, and I'm going to give this away. We're going to open it together, find out what it is. We're going to go through the details. Then later today, I'm going to launch a contest on ScreenRant.com where you can enter to win this. And there's some caveats and some bonus stuff we'll get to afterwards. So let's just get in here. My knifing skills. And there will be a bunch of ways to enter. So you're going to want to do that. Whoa. Okay, here's what we do. We'll do one at a time. I'm not going to show you the whole box because it just spoils the surprise. Here, okay. One thing. Oh, boy. Remember I was telling you about Star Tours? And when you escape the new hangar and you see like the new Falcon and the Star Wars Rebel ship, the Ghost, and you go into space and you see a bunch of First Order Star Destroyers? This is what that is. 1,416 pieces. And it comes with Snoke in his new costume. Played and voiced by Andy Serkis, the Oscar caliber mocap actor. BB-9E, that's the evil BB-8 unit. That's another thing. Both at Star Wars, like the Disney Park stuff and Star Wars Land and like the Star Tours ride, there's like, they just abandoned the old school R2-D2 style astromech units. They're all just balls now. Like they don't have wheels. What happened to the wheels in the Star Wars universe, man? A couple of First Order soldiers and First Order stormtroopers. So very cool. This will be part of the prize package. Ugh. Ooh. A box within a box. I don't even know what this is. Boxception. I'm going to sneak peek first. Oh, okay. I can't really show you this, but part of this prize pack, Xbox Canada presents Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the Xbox. And it comes with like that Star Wars style text. I don't know if you can see that. It says, "It is a period of great joy." Not civil unrest like the actual scroll from Star Wars reads. "For years, gamers across the galaxy have anxiously awaited the newest iteration of the Star Wars Battlefront franchise. Loot boxes and all. Heroes will emerge on both sides of the battlefield, those drawn to the power of the dark side of the Force, and courageous leaders protecting the weak and inspiring hope. The fate of the galaxy is in your hands. You being whoever wins this prize pack." Okay, so awesome. So part of the prize pack is, there might be some codes here. So you do get a copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the Xbox, and something else too. And you get a Cineplex gift card. This is for $100, and the goal here is you're going to go see the Star Wars The Last Jedi in style. A copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the Xbox, and since this is Xbox Canada hooking us up here, it's not just about the new console, but if you haven't heard and you like designing your own custom controllers, you can go to the Xbox Design Lab and do just that. You can even include your gamer tag on it. So yes, we are going to give away a custom Xbox One controller themed after Star Wars Battlefront with the red and the blue and the extra dark gray on the buttons. So there you go. New controller, new game, gift card, giant ass Lego Star Destroyer from the First Order. You can win all of this soon. Hang on. But there's more. Also, this might be the highest ticket item. I gotta look up the price of this Lego thing. We will in a second. But we talked about all these droids running on balls. Ball droids. You can win one of the coolest Star Wars pieces of merch ever invented. This device here put this company Sphero on the map when they came out with this revolutionary kind of gyro-powered BB-8 remote-controlled toy. You can control this through an app on your Android or iOS device. I have one. My business partner on ScreenRant has one of these at his desk. Actually, mine's up there. This is the coolest friggin' toy, and it retails for like $200 or $300 American. And they came out with a couple of new things. They came out with a newer version last year, which is kind of like a dirtied up Jakku Desert version. And then they also came out with this thing, which you will also get as part of this prize pack, the Force Band. You don't need to just control this bad boy with your app on your mobile device. You can put this Force Band on it and literally use the Force to control them on the ground. And there's a bunch of other cool features too. You can create like hologram videos that you can watch through your app and stuff like that. This thing is freaking awesome. And if you haven't seen it, you can also go to ScreenRant.com at some of the more recent announcements. This year, they have a new version of this. You saw a sneak peek of it in that Lego box. But there's a BB-9E version of this guy. So he's got the black design, first order design. Instead of the rounded dome head, he's got more of a flat, I don't know, cylindrical sort of head. And they also finally created an R2-D2 unit. So I will include details on exactly how this works and what it comes with in the contest page, which will be up on ScreenRant.com later today. And okay, I think that's it. This box is too big. All right, so let's take a look. Recap. Star Wars Battlefront 2 on Xbox One. You're also going to get a code for Knights of the Old Republic, which is one of the greatest Star Wars video games and BioWare games ever made. In fact, if you haven't been following, Rian Johnson, the director of this year's Star Wars The Last Jedi, which we're celebrating with this pack, he's also just announced last week going to be developing an entirely new, entirely original Star Wars trilogy. We don't know when it's set. We don't know if it's prequel, future, if it's set during the trilogy, or as some fans want to see, what if it was thousands of years ago set during the Old Republic? Wouldn't that be cool? There's currently, of course, the Old Republic MMO. It's a free-to-play game by BioWare. You can check that out online as well. Okay, so we get the custom controller you saw, the BB-8 with the Force Band. Boom, you get a premium Lego Star Wars set. I'm not going to open these now. I'll put these details in the actual post. And also included is a code to EA Access. And if you have EA Access, you get to play a library of games for free at any time. And also, you get discounts on purchasing EA games. And when major releases come out, you get to play them early. And that was the case last week with Star Wars Battlefront 2. If you had EA Access, you got to play the first couple of missions of the story and 10 hours of multiplayer over a week before it came out to the general public. So, but wait. As you probably noticed, that Cineplex gift card and that Xbox Canada is hooking me up. This contest is only for Canadians. So I know I always get complaints. Why doesn't it ship to Europe? Why doesn't it ship to the U.S.? Well, shut your mouth, because I got something for you too. Because there's more. This is what I'm going to be doing. So my pals at Mountain Dew and Doritos also hooked me up. You probably saw, if you've been watching me stream like Moon has, I've been, a week or two ago, I was drinking Mountain Dew every freaking night, and I had Doritos covered hands, filthy Doritos powder covered hands, while playing the Xbox One X. Because you're not a gamer unless you're eating Doritos and drinking Mountain Dew. But they offered to give a prize pack like that to any one of my followers. So I thought, I'm going to do another contest, open this one up almost worldwide, but at least to the US and Europe. And we're going to do a prize pack, similar thing. So you get some Mountain Dew and some Doritos product. You'll get the Xbox One controller, which has like a sticker or a skin on it, which has a Doritos theme on it. I actually have one. I may have given it to my brother. I got that one somewhere. But I said, that's not big enough. We got to go bigger. Mountain Dew, Doritos, get back to me. So they said, all right, we'll give you an Xbox One X to give away. So for you fam out there in the US and Europe, I will have another contest up later this week on ScreenRant.com where you can enter to win an Xbox One X, a controller, and a Doritos Mountain Dew prize pack thanks to our friends at Mountain Dew and Doritos. So I got you covered. Canada, US, Europe, we got you. So today, the Canada-only prize pack you see here, which includes the controller, the Lego, the Sphero stuff, and a couple of free games and a gift card. That will be up on ScreenRant.com today. You can enter to win. There'll be all sorts of options of entry, visiting Facebook pages, following me and a couple of our accounts on Twitter, leaving a comment, stuff like that. Lots of ways to enter, and I include a few options that you can enter daily. So if you're really on top of this, you'll get more entries from tweeting out stuff daily. And I'll do the same thing next week. As soon as we get this Xbox One X in and approved, we'll do the secondary prize pack, which is opened up to more countries. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Celebrating Xbox and Star Wars. Thank you to all of our partners who helped hook me up. It's going to be a wonderful holiday, just in time for Thanksgiving and the holidays. All right, guys. Good thing the controller was orange, hides your hands. Yeah, so if Moon doesn't know, I got an orange Xbox controller. I also have an orange PS4 controller somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's in that thing over there. Fail Cube, orange colors, that's why. Anyways. Thanks for watching. I will stream some games soon. John, Moon, thanks for joining the chat. Look forward to this contest. In the coming hours, it'll be live on ScreenRant.com. I'll put this video up on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/FailCube as well, with links to the contest so you don't miss it. And we'll be promoting this thing on the Screen Rant and official social media channels every single day. So make sure you're following at Screen Rant on Twitter. Follow me at Rob_Keyes, is Keyes. And if you want to follow the gameplay stuff, it's at FailCube. It's FailCube on every social media service and every game platform. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Good luck.